Hello, everyone. My name is Holly. I am from Idaho here in the United States. And during this hour, we will be talking about information technology. So basically about technical issues. So welcome. Come on in. Join us. Hello, Anna Carolina. How are you today?
Hi, Holly. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Glad to see you.
Nice to see you
I, I
too.
am I am happy that you didn't call this class off.
Yeah. It didn't what?
Uh, because you called off the previous class.
Yeah, I had to. And unfortunately, I was away and I couldn't get there. So,
All right. I'm glad that you didn't call this one off.
yeah, I barely got here. I got here about 4 minutes ago, so um, I was really lucky. But yeah, sometimes life happens and things get in the way. So, but yeah, it's nice to see you. So, have you had a good day today so far?
Yes, a nice day. I rested a lot. I studied. I watched some movies.
Uh-huh.
I like to stay home and relaxing.
Mhm. Yeah. All right.
Relax.
Well, that's good. So homebody then? Do you know that word? A homebody?
Homebody? No.
Yeah.
Could you type it?
Yeah. A homebody is a person who likes to stay at home.
Yes, I like. But not
Uh,
always, of course, teacher. I like to hang out as well.
okay. All right. And hello, Alejandro. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. Nice to see you. And
Nice
then
to see
have
you too.
some. And then Jose.
Hello,
Jose,
Holly.
hello. Nice to see you.
Hello. I'm doing well.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, all right. And Na Young, how are you today?
Okay, how are you?
Very good. Remind me, you're from Korea, right?
Yes, but I live in Georgia in the United States now.
That's right. I was wondering if you were that person. I didn't know though, because there's several Koreans. So awesome. Nice to see you again. And hello, Fran.
Hi, Holly. Pleased to be here.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Fran?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. I'm from Idaho. And hello, Carlos.
Hi, hello, how are you?
Very good. How are you? And
Fine, thank
remind
you.
me, Carlos, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, actually, I live in Mexico City.
Okay, Mexico. Okay, yeah. Carlos is Carlos a really common name
Yeah.
in this? Because it seems like there's a lot of people from Spanish-speaking countries with Carlos.
Yeah.
So awesome. All right, and hello, Sabrina. Okay, she was having technical issues possibly. Adela, good evening. Hello, Adela.
Hello, Holly. Yes, evening,
Nice to see you.
11 p.m.
I was going to say it's 11 p.m. for you, isn't
Yeah.
it, in Spain? All right. And hello, Alexander. Is it midnight in Russia?
Yes, you're right. Hi.
Awesome. So your week has started. Your Monday has started now.
Yes,
So,
but actually, I don't have any plans on today, and
ah,
I will be
oh, that's nice.
tomorrow, and I have a lot of time to study with you today.
Awesome. All right. And hello, David. How are you today?
Hi, Holly. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. All right, so let's see. Well, so I'm from the United States in Idaho, and then we have Adela from Spain, and Alejandro in Argentina, Alexander in Russia, Ana Carolina in Brazil, Carlos in Mexico, David in Colombia, Fran also from Spain, and Jose from Spain, and Na Young from Korea, but she's currently in Georgia in the United States. So welcome everybody. This class is on information technology. Question, are there any IT professionals in the room?
Me.
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay, so who said me? Was that Fran?
Carlos, I say. Actually, I'm software engineer.
Okay. Okay, so we have Carlos is an IT professionals, and well, Alejandro, you're a computer programmer, right?
Yes, I computer.
Yeah. And then Alexander, you work with computers as well, don't you?
Yes, and as I also work with big electronic device like engines or.
Okay. All right. So then, so Carlos and you three are more or less the IT, and then David, you're finance, and Jose, you're teaching, and okay, and I think the rest of us are not in IT. So, so great. So I will be the expert in English. Some of you guys can be the expert in IT, and the rest of us all know how to use a computer. So that's how we all got here. So we will be practicing words and phrases dealing with information technology. For those of you in IT, this might be very basic, but it's a great refresher. For those of you who are not in IT, you might have some new words, so which is awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have, let's study the following words and put them into the correct category. So we have hardware. As a hardware, I'll put as number 1, and software, I'll put it as number 2. So Na Young, can you choose one of these words and decide whether it's a hardware or software?
I'll choose USB port. It's a hardware.
Hardware, perfect. Okay, and Adela, can you choose a word?
I choose a CMS is software.
Software is CMS, perfect. Does everybody know what a CMS stands for?
This is a content management system, no?
Yes, CMS stands for content management, perfect. Content management
an application
system.
To publish, edit, etc. No.
Does it, and anyone? There's another one that's really common in education. LMS. Does anybody know what LMS stands for?
Learning myself.
Learning.
Yeah, learning. LMS. Yeah. So teachers and people in education will actually have a learning management system. So that's just it. Because I knew what I knew what an LMS was before I knew what a CMS was. So, okay, all right, thank you. Jose, could you choose a word?
Okay, Holly. Router, hardware.
Hardware. Okay, now there's 2 ways to pronounce this. We have router, which is more the British way, and then in American English we will say router. So the router or router. Yeah, router or router. Yeah.
Okay.
Router, both of them are correct. All right, excellent, thank you. And Alejandro, can you choose a word?
A server could be hardware, have software too.
Okay, so it's hardware and software. Okay, excellent. And Fran, can you choose a word?
No. An email client is a software.
An email client. Okay, so an email client would be software. Perfect. Okay, thank you. And Alexander, can you choose a word? Oops.
A driver. This is hardware.
So a driver would be hardware. Okay.
It can be also a software.
That's what I was going to ask. Can it also be software?
Yes.
Okay. Right, and then we have, let's see, David, could you choose one?
Yes, Holly, a text editor is a software.
Software, okay. Software, text editor. Okay, and then Anna Carolina.
An operating system is a software.
Yeah, software, okay. And Carlos.
I choose a VoIP application. It's a software.
Software, okay. And remind me, what does VoIP stand for?
Yes. Voice or over IP.
Yeah, okay. And the IP it's voice over internet protocol.
Protocol.
Is what it stands for, but most people just say voice over IP or VoIP. VoIP is the most common one. All right, thank you. And Anna Carolina, can you choose another one?
Okay. My gosh. Spreadsheet is a software. Spreadsheet, sorry.
Okay, spreadsheet is software. Okay, excellent. And Na Young, can you choose another one?
Cable. Cable is a hardware.
Hardware, okay. And then Adela, could you choose another one?
A touchpad, maybe is the last, is hardware.
Hardware, perfect. All right, excellent. All right, so let's answer the questions below. So what hardware do you have in your office? Which hardware does your computer have? So, and since many of you guys are at home, or maybe you don't have an office, so anywhere where you are working right now, let's talk about that. So let's go with Jose. Number one, what hardware do you have in your office? Which hardware does your computer have?
Yes, in my office I have at the school I have some computers and some computers and text editor, router.
And what? Routers?
Text editor.
Routers?
Routers, text editor too.
Okay. Well, text editor is a software.
So okay, text editor will be a software, not hardware. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So computers and routers is what you have. Okay. All right. And Fran, how about in your office or your workspace? What hardware do you have?
Well, basically, since I have a computer, the computer have many drivers to it. The computer also has a USB port, or several of them, several ones.
Mine only uses I only have one that works. So it's like, really? Okay. What else?
Many cables connecting the mouse, the keyboard, and so on. And if you have a netbook, maybe you have a touchpad to move the cursor.
Yeah, touchpad. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Fran. And David, how about you? Do you have anything else?
I think so, Holly. Well, I think the keyboard, the screen, maybe some cables, the printer. Yes.
Okay. And so if you notice, you said screen, and I wrote down monitor. usually in English, the screen is part of the monitor. So the monitor is the part that actually is holding the screen. So in English, we call it a monitor instead of a screen.
Mhm.
So, okay. Carlos, can you think of any other hardware?
Yeah, it's earphones, microphones, and speakers.
Speakers, headsets. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And Anna Carolina, can you think of one? Anything else?
Okay, great. Oh my gosh, a modem.
Modem, okay.
What else? Webcam. That's all.
Okay. And Alexander, can you think of anything else?
I think we forgot to mention a mouse.
Oh,
The
that's
mouse.
exactly the one I was thinking too. A mouse. Okay. And I'm looking around my room right now. Are you guys looking around going, okay, what else is missing?
Yes, and what else? Some ports for another equipment.
Uh-huh. Okay, ports. And
I cannot imagine anything else.
yeah.
Maybe
Well,
maybe a tablet or a smartphone can be used. The internet, no, can be
yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. Tablet, smartphone, and then the
a digital board,
a digital what?
a digital board or a projector is connected
Processor.
with the PC.
Oh, okay. That's called a digital projector is what it's called.
Scanner, maybe you are.
Yeah. Telephone. Fax
Processors.
machine. A landline telephone. Which I don't. A lot of people don't have them. I just got one installed just this week, and I'm like, I haven't even used it. But all right. So, all right. So let's go on to software. Let's start with Alejandro. Can you name any? Which computer software is installed on your computer, and which software do you use on a regular basis? So let's talk about this. The software you use on a regular basis.
Oh, a lot of softwares. I use many software for programming. Eclipse, for example. The operating system I use Windows and Linux. I don't know. The Office, package, Word, Excel.
So Windows Office, MS
OpenOffice.
Office.
No, I use
OpenOffice.
OpenOffice. Yeah.
I tried to use that, and I just couldn't ever understand it. So it's like, and I should be able to, but I guess I'm too caught up with Windows or Microsoft. So, all right, and then Na-Young, can you think of any software that you might?
usually use MS Office, including Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And then I will use some kind of what else? Statistics program like SPSS.
SPSS, don't know it.
Yes, that's correct. And Amos.
Amos, AMOS?
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes I use the SNS program like Facebook or Skype.
Okay, so Skype. That's a VoIP program, actually.
Yeah.
VoIP and SMS. And I wonder, okay, Skype. I wonder why they're. Okay. Okay, and Adela, can you name some?
I use Moodle platform. It's a learning platform. Prezi for presentation. The Microsoft Office Back is more for the brochure. Google and Google Plus to search. Gmail as a mail. And Facebook, Twitter, etc.
Yeah, they use them as apps.
Yes.
Okay, Facebook.
And sometimes another programs.
Yeah, because I'm not sure, is Facebook and Twitter, would that be software programs, or if it's just part of the internet?
This is social network.
Social networking, yeah.
Yes.
All right. And Jose, what are some things that you use?
I use Linux, Microsoft, Model, Windows, Outlook Express.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Fran, what are some software programs that you use?
Well, most of my time I usually use browsers like Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. And at work I use an email client, Outlook. But when I am at home, I use Thunderbird.
I was going to say Thunderbird's a good one too. Yeah, Thunderbird. It's nice. Thunderbird's nice because it's free. So.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Outlook, Firefox, Chrome, Thunderbird. Okay. And Alexander, can you name some?
Maybe Acrobat Reader. Acrobat Reader.
What was it? No. What? Say that again.
This is Acrobat. How does it spell? Adobe Reader.
Adobe. Okay. So Adobe is what we could say.
Oh, yes.
Adobe.
Adobe. What I heard was Adobe Twitter. And
Reader.
Yeah. So Adobe Reader is what you were saying. Adobe Reader. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
AutoCAD, MATLAB. Do you know these programs?
MATLAB. Like that. Okay. And AutoCAD.
No. MATLAB. Math.
Like this?
Math.
Math. Okay. I'm like meth lab, but don't you? That's drugs. Math lab. Okay. No, I don't know the program. And then you said the auto reader.
AutoCAD.
AutoCAD. I've heard of AutoCAD, actually. So I have heard of, but Math lab I haven't heard of. All right. And Anna Carolina, are there any other programs that you might use? Or software programs?
Okay, Microsoft Silverline. Office PowerPoint, Paintbrush. What else? Norton Security Scan. Windows Media Player.
Okay. Media player. I'm just going to put media player. Okay. All right, thank you. And Fran, have you already answered?
Sorry, no.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, the cloud storage, for example, Dropbox, etc.
Dropbox, yeah. Dropbox could be, yes.
OneDrive, etc.
Okay, and Fran, I mean.
Yeah. No, I don't know anymore.
Can't think of any more. Okay. All right. Thank you. Carlos, can you name of any more?
Yes, currently I'm using Photoshop. In my job using Eclipse.
Eclipse, or what's that?
Eclipse.
Like this?
Yeah, that's correct.
Eclipse.
No, Eclipse with that R.
That R. Eclipse. No. Okay.
Fine.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Eclipse.
I think that everybody says all.
Everybody says everything else, yeah. David, do you have any more? I actually have a few more that I actually use, so I'm gonna. So, David, do you have any more?
Well, wholly beside the normal ones, I use one that is called MetaTrader. It's a Spanish platform for knowing about the market, the stocks, the price of the currency, well, about stocks and market.
All right. Okay. And I actually use WebEx.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys know WebEx, I also use Adobe Connect, which is, and WebEx and Adobe Connect are very similar to Google Hangouts, except you actually you have a whiteboard that you can write on, so that's kind of cool. So I use these, and I also use Blackboard, if you guys are familiar with that from school, Blackboard, and I use I have a SharePoint that I have, but I haven't used it very much. And then I also use something that I absolutely love, Advanced System Care. And that is if you have a problem with the computer, it can help you find the problems. So those are the ones that nobody else thought of. And then I could probably use a lot more. Oh, this is something that I just started using with a project. And this is, to me, it's really funny. AIM, which is one of the first SMS type software programs that came out 15 years ago, and I'm actually using it again. I'm like, really? Kind of shocked about that. And then I use, on the computer, I use a calculator all the time. See what else is down there. Firefox, Mozilla. I'm looking at the bottom of my screen. So, all right. So we have a lot more, it looks like we have a lot more software programs we use than hardware. So awesome. Okay, so let's read the sentences and match the underlined words to their definitions. So our website is becoming very oh, no, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to read the definitions, though. The definitions are down here. A computer used for hosting multiple websites is A. B, a single computer exclusively reserved for hosting a website. C, copies of data in case the original is lost or damaged. D, data transfer capacity. E, the time during which a server is in operation. And F, the time during which a server is not in operation. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this. We have Carlos, could you read number 1?
Yeah, okay. Our website is becoming very popular. I think we need to move into a dedicated server.
Okay, so what would a dedicated server be down here?
Yeah, it's a Unix server for your one site for to support the all petition the users.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so would that be letter A here, down here on the bottom? Or would that be letter B?
It's the B.
B. Okay. Yes. So, so a single computer for exclusively reserving for hosting a website. Perfect. Okay. B, and then 2 right here. Oh, what? Excuse me. It's not even Monday. So. Yeah, oh, it is for you, Alexander. That's why I'm being like this. It's Monday for one of you. Okay. So, okay. And Anna Carolina, can you read number 2?
Okay. we have a small website. I think a shared server is good enough for our purpose.
Okay. So we would say purposes.
Purposes.
Yeah.
Purposes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for. A computer used for hosting multiple websites.
Yeah, so a computer used for hosting multiple websites. So remember,
computer used.
Yeah, so remember.
Used.
Yeah.
Sorry, used.
No, not a problem. So remember, when it's an ED, most of the time we don't pronounce the E, except if there's a T. But if there's an ES, we always pronounce the E. So purposes used.
Purposes used.
All right, thank you. David, can you read number 3?
Sure, Holly. Number 3. Our plan has no bandwidth limitations. You can download and upload as much data as you like. I can see the word that is highlighted. Bandwidth. Sorry.
Bandwidth, yep. No worries.
Our plan has not bandwidth. The data transfer capacity.
Okay, excellent. Now, just so everybody knows, there's 2 ways to say this word. There's data, and then there is data. So data and data. Okay. All right. And Alexander, could you read number 4?
The hosting company offers 99% of time. I think it is letter E, the time during which a server is in operation.
Okay, yes, that is correct. Letter E. Right, and then we have, see, Alexander, and then Fran.
The hosting plans offers free daily backups. I think it's letter C.
Yes. So copies of data in case the original is lost or damaged. That's pretty good. That's really nice. Okay, and then number 6, we have Alejandro. Can you read that one?
I think we need to change hosting company. There is been too much downtime lately. The time during which a server is not in operation.
All right, excellent. Thank you. All right, so, all right, a question for you, just to practice some of these words. We've got dedicated server, shared service, bandwidth, uptime, backups, downtime. So, Jose, question: with your hosting company,
yes.
do you have a really good uptime, or do you? Or does there?
No,
is it?
I think the uptime is very bad.
Oh, is it? Okay. So, have you complained to your company?
Yes. I have a lot of complaints about my company.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right, and Na Young. Compared to, I've heard that Korea has one in South Korea. They have one of the best, some of the fastest internet in the world. I've heard this. I don't know if it's true. Can you confirm that compared to your experience in Georgia?
Yeah, it is true actually. So I have never lost the internet connect in Korea. It's not possible in Seoul, actually. But sometimes I feel I have some difficulties to use, the internet whole day. So sometimes we have downtime in Georgia, but it has never, been occurred in Seoul.
So you've never experienced it in Seoul, yeah.
Yes, right.
I mean, that was my experience in Finland. I just did not have downtime when I lived in Finland. Then I moved to the States, and I've used 4 different companies, and all of them have downtime. I finally just settled on one of them and went, okay, well, whatever, it's acceptable. So, all right, thank you. Let's see. Adela, how about in your company in Spain? Do you have bandwidth limitations, or can you use your internet all the time?
I don't have limitation to use internet. In my office, nor in my office and nor in at home.
Okay.
But my band at home is not very good because I don't have cable. The phone line is a little problematic.
Oh, okay. So you're using DSL. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now as well. Okay. All right. And let's go with Carlos. How about in Mexico? Do you guys have any uptown downtime, or what's the bandwidth issue? What's the internet like in Mexico?
Yeah, actually, in Mexico City, the connection is good. Only in the Mexico City, in the center of the country, but in the another states, the connection is so bad. In my work, the connection, I think this is faster than another some of the cities.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So it really it depends on where you are in Mexico. So in the urban area, it's fairly good, but the rural areas, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Right. David, how about Colombia? What is the internet like? Is there a lot of downtime? Do you have bandwidth limitations?
Well, Holly, my current plan of internet is about 5 megabytes, I think so. Well, I think that I experiment downtimes yesterday when I attend your classes because I lost the connection many times. And at the beginning of the class, I was experimenting some downtime. There are times when the internet is very fluent and the speed is very high, but there are other times, I think, because the weather is a little bit cold, it's raining too much, and yesterday there was a thunderstorm. Maybe I think that causes the slow internet connection.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was Monday or Tuesday that I had to leave one of the classes about 5 minutes. No, it's Tuesday. I left about 5 minutes before the end of class because it kept kicking me out, and so and it was because of a windstorm. So I think bad weather can always. Sure. Yeah, and I checked with the phone company, and they confirmed that could be why. So yeah, all right. And Ana Carolina, what is your experience in Brazil with uptime and downtime?
Okay, there are some places here where the servers are okay, the providers, but here in my town, no, everything's crappy. I have 3 servers, and my connection keeps dropping all the time, but I can get by.
Okay, but you do have a lot of dropped connections and stuff like that. Yeah, we all need to live in Korea or Japan. So, and thank you, Fran. How about in your area of Spain?
Well, here in Spain, I think our connections are more or less fine, although compared to other countries in Europe, I think we pay more than others.
Okay, so you pay more than others, and then you get a better system. Okay. All right, thank you. Alexander, how about in Mexico? Do you have a not Mexico. I'm sorry, in Russia.
No worries.
It truly isn't Monday, but it feels like it is for me. So, Alexander, downtime, time, and uptime. Do you have any problems in that area in Russia?
I think my internet connection is okay, and yes, I must admit that sometimes it happens. Some downtimes. Yes, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I think it's mainly because of they're using a router. I mean Wi-Fi connection, and I just need to switch off and switch on router and everything. Okay, again.
Yeah. Okay. So you just have to basically turn the modem off and turn it back on, and it works fine, right?
Turn on, turn up, and turn off. I have to say in that case, yeah. Should I say if I want to switch on the router and then switch off?
Yeah, turn on, turn off, or switch on, to switch off. We would say router or router.
Router.
Router, yeah. All right, and Alejandro, what about your experience in Argentina? Is the internet service providers, do they provide good uptime, or is it bad downtime, pretty bad?
No, the internet provider here in general are good. Depending on your area, but here in the city center, I don't have any problems.
All right.
With my connection.
All right, excellent, thank you. All right, so let's look at go on to web design. James is a junior website designer. His boss wants him to make a few changes to the company website. Complete his boss's question below. So we have the words cluttered, scrolling, font, showing up, live, stand out, play, user-friendly, and pop-ups. So Adela, can you read number 1? Adela, are you there?
Sorry, I read the sentence. Can you make the headers blank a bit more? I can see them very clearly. Scrolling, maybe?
No, not scroll. Scroll. This is what I'm doing. Scrolling is this.
Sorry, it's increase. Sorry. Showing up? No.
Stand out. So can you make the headers stand out?
To increase, not the zoom.
Yeah, stand out would be like, say for example, the headers are this. Is this part of the page right here? The headers would be the top. So can you make it stand out? So maybe making it bigger, or changing the color, or something like that. Making it so people can see the headers. Okay.
Saying to highlight, no.
Yeah, stand out. Just stand out means to make it so that people see it quicker. Okay. All right. Thank you, Alejandro. Can you do number 2?
Make sure that you check the site on different browsers before we finally go. Live now.
Yes. Before we finally go live. Okay. Exactly. Make sure you check the site on different browsers before we finally go live. So it works great on Chrome, but it doesn't even show up on Internet Explorer. So, okay, number 3. Alexander, could you do that one?
This page is not very something. I don't understand what to do. It's not very user-friendly. Maybe this page is not very user-friendly.
Perfect.
I don't understand what to do.
Yeah, so a site that's user-friendly is one where you can go on and you really don't need to read anything. You can figure it out really quickly. Okay, so number 4, Anna Carolina, can you try this one?
Okay, but I'm not sure.
Not a problem. We'll have the IT experts help you out if you don't.
Okay. All right, I will just take a shot.
Okay.
Try to font with the colors a little more. At the moment, they're a bit inconsistent.
Okay, so a font is a type of letter that it is. So
yes, play.
Yeah, try to play.
Try to play
with the colors a little more. Perfect. All right, Carlos, can you try number 5?
Yeah, I like this font. Can you use Arial instead?
Yeah. Now, let's go ahead and read this again and try to pronounce each word, because what I heard was, I don't like this font. Can you use Arial instead? So you would say, I don't like this font. Can you repeat it?
I don't like this font.
Perfect, perfect. Sometimes it happens that people just try to go too fast and then we can't understand. So no worries. Okay, number 6, David.
Yes, Holly, number 6. Instead of creating a long page that requires extensive pop-ups, can you break it up into multiple pages?
Okay, so what am I doing right now?
Scrolling down.
The answer is scrolling. So instead of creating a long page that requires extensive scrolling. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Number 7, Fran.
Can you get rid of the pop-ups? People find them very annoying.
I agree. There's another one that I find even worse. So, number 8, Jose, can you try that one?
Yes. The images are not showing up. Can you fix that?
Okay, and so the images.
The images.
Yeah. All right, number 9, Na Young.
The content on the page is a bit cluttered. Can you include some white spaces?
Perfect. Sure, you can. I can add some white pages. So let's go ahead and answer these questions below. Let's start with Carlos. Carlos, what kind of website would you consider to be user-friendly?
The interface of Facebook, for example.
Okay. So that's user. I agree that Facebook is very user-friendly.
Yes.
Unless you can't use it. I had to teach my mom how to use it, but she's 75, so. Okay, and then in your opinion, Anna Carolina, what website features do you find annoying?
Pop-ups as well.
Okay. Annoying. So pop-ups. Okay, and I find it too many advertising that it takes forever. You know the websites where they get you to go look at read this article, and they only have a little bit of the article, and you have to press on next.
Yes, and also sorry.
Go ahead, go on.
And also when a banner appear, and you have to subscribe to sign up on something before you be allowed to use.
Yeah, it's like, what? I'm not going to sign up for that. I just want to read the article. Yeah, exactly. All right, so number 3, David, what are some of your favorite websites and why?
Okay, what are some of my favorite websites? Yes, sure. I think that my favorite one is Berlin because I spent a lot of time here.
Good answer.
And of course, I listen to much music. I use YouTube a lot. And maybe no more. I don't use more pages,
Okay.
a lot.
So Verbling and YouTube. So when you bring up your Chrome, you have the little pages. Verbling's the first one there. So right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very basic.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Fran, have you ever designed a website? Was it easy?
No, sorry.
No. Okay.
I can answer this question.
Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's go to we'll have you go to number 3 since you haven't. So what are some of your favorite websites and why?
Well, sometimes I browse in a page called DeviantArt.
DeviantArt?
Yeah.
Like this?
Deviant with E. D-E-V.
D-E-V-I-A-N?
I-N-T.
D-V-I-N-T. DeviantArt. Ah, DeviantArt. Okay. And you spend time there?
Yeah, it has a lot of backgrounds and artwork in general.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Alexander, have you ever designed a website? Was it easy?
Yes, one day I've done one, and for the first time, it was so hard to start to develop my own website. But then, after that first, I got used to, and now I don't have any problems to create some. But I'm kind of rusty because I didn't do this.
Do you use a CMS at all, or do you just design?
No, I was creating my own CMS systems.
Okay, so you use your own, yeah. Because I've designed a lot of websites, but I usually use a CMS. Usually, I started out with using Joomla, and then I also switched over to WordPress. But I also have designed a few without as well. But all right, so Alejandro, how about you? How has web design changed in recent years?
I think today is more easy to create web pages with CMS, for example. For the people who don't experience in a programming language, for example.
And like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very easy to create blogs with Blogspot, for example. But if you have a professional web page, I think it's quite complicated.
Okay, so it's still complicated to make it really look professional. So, because there's a lot of amateur websites out there. But all right, thank you. And Adela, what kind of website would you consider to be user friendly?
My website, my Moodle platform, for example.
Okay.
I try to share with the student. I built. I try to be a friendly platform.
Yeah, I have set up 2 or 3 Moodles, and I find them to be actually very user friendly personally. But you do have to know a little bit about computer programs. So, all right. And Jose,
I design with the student the website for them. But sample with Blogger or Google Sites.
Awesome.
I think it's important for the student to know the new technology.
Yes, I totally agree with you. So, all right, yeah, and Moodle's fun, I think, to actually set up and so forth, and especially if it's done right and done well. So, Jose, in your opinion, what kind of website would you consider to be user friendly?
For example, I use friendly Facebook, Moodle 2, and Berlin.
Oh, Verbling.
Yeah.
I think Verbling is simple to use, actually. And then
Yeah.
Google Hangouts also for most people. Of course, as some of you know, I started actually teaching English online in 2006.
2006.
And so, 2006. And at that time, all of this type of technology was fairly new. VoIP was brand new, and a lot of people didn't know how to really get into the classroom, and we had to teach people how to do all that. And now it's very simple to show, to troubleshoot and stuff compared to what it was way back then. So it wasn't that long ago, but it was long enough. So, all right. So, okay, where are we as far as time? Okay, we have a couple more minutes. So let's look at some other adjectives. Let's look at the following adjectives and put them into the correct categories below. So we have positive and then we have negative. Positive will be 1, just because I'm lazy. Negative is 2. Okay, so we have buggy, outdated, state-of-the-art, clunky, powerful, user-friendly, efficient, seamless, versatile, lightweight, sophisticated, vulnerable. Are there any words here that you do not know? Please ask.
Lightweight.
Okay. If something is lightweight, it has
positive. No?
It's a positive meaning, but it's very it is not heavy at all.
It's not hard to no, a file?
Yeah, it's not hard to use. So, so it's very, very, easy to use. It's not clunky as far as the software goes. If it's hardware, it's lightweight. It's like a cell phone is lightweight compared to 15 years ago. But if it's software, it means there's not a lot of advertising, and it's just really it comes onto the screen very, very quickly. So, all right. Any other words?
Yes, Holly, buggy.
Okay, if something is buggy, it means it gets a lot of bugs. It has a lot of viruses, or it has a lot of types of. For example, how you sometimes you have described your ISP where you have a lot of downtime, and sometimes it's because of it's buggy, for example.
Okay, with a lot of viruses.
Yeah, it's not working. It has a lot of viruses, or it's just not working all that well. So, okay.
I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. So. Yeah, so if you say something's buggy, it's not working. Another one, actually, is I call this word, spotty. Spotty. If your internet, for example, I think a few weeks ago, my internet was really spotty. It would work in one class, and the next class it wouldn't work, and then it would work, and then it wouldn't work. If your internet is spotty, is you don't know when it's going to work and when it's not going to work. And buggy is very close to that. So, all right, any other words here? Does everybody know seamless?
Seamless.
Seamless is when, for example, a web designer makes a change, and maybe they change they move the website to one server from one server to another, but there's no downtime. It goes seamless, it goes perfect, and none of the consumers realize it.
Okay.
So that's when it's seamless. But if you're updating your website and people notice, then it is not seamless. So, did somebody else have a question?
Yeah, I don't know what is clunky.
Clunky. Okay. Clunky is I would say another word for clunky is like awkward. Awkward with if something is clunky, it's just not working really well. It's not a very positive word. I've never used clunky with software though. with hardware, with hardware,
obsolete,
I'm thinking,
maybe, or no?
Well, no, clunky wouldn't be obsolete. If you think of, for example, the clunky cell phones that we used to have.
Is the opposite
really,
of the state?
the really big, really big cell phones like this. Okay, these were probably really clunky. The really big ones. These are really small and nice, but the big ones are clunky.
Opposite to a state of the art, maybe.
Opposite of what?
State of the art.
Yes, opposite of state of the art. Yes.
Okay.
Opposite. That would be very good. All right. So very quick. Class is over, but let me quickly tell you which ones are negative and which ones are positive. This is negative, positive. Clunky would be negative,
positive,
positive, and positive.
Positive.
Positive, and positive, negative. So vulnerable with negative. So I want to thank you all for your participation. It's very nice to work with you all today, and well, I hope to see you, Fran and Carlos. It's nice to meet you both, and it was nice to see all the rest of you. Adela and Jose, when you finally get to bed, sleep well, because I know it's midnight. And also Alexander, but you have a free day tomorrow. The rest of you have a great evening, or a great afternoon. So see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. See you.